but a dirt bike is still faster on dirt. I know, but you are missing the point. Yo guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. My name is Moki, and in today's video I'll be talking about the Superduro. Gotta really stop hitting these cupboards because that's kinda annoying. I'm gonna talk to you guys more about the Superduro and why am I building it. Well, it's not really a big build, it's not that hard to do. I'm a mechanic, but I'm not that bright. First things first, I have seen that almost 99% of people watching my videos are not subscribed. I suggest you subscribe right here. Or there. I think it's there. It all started when I was 12 years old and my brother was 14, and he got his first moped from my parents, and it was a Honda Camino. Now Hondas, they're awesome, and Honda Caminos, back then they were awesome. He got a Honda Camino, I wanted to ride it, but I couldn't touch the ground with my feet. So he put the Camino on the stand, he put me on, that's what big brothers do. Little brother really wants to ride a bike, so he puts me on, learns me how to give it some gas. So I gave it a little bit too much gas and he just pushed me off the stand. And there I went, best time ever. I was like, boom, I gave it half throttle, I got boosted, I was on the grass, I was riding to the back of our lawn, really enjoying myself. Best time ever, until I realized he didn't taught me how to brake. I built up way too much speed and I crashed into the chicken barn. Now, if you're 12 years old and you're on a moped, then about 15 or 20 kilometers an hour, that's the fastest you've ever gone. And crashing into a chicken barn, that's gonna leave a mark. So I cried, I even peed a little bit, but the next day I was like, God damn, that was an adventure. Awesome. 2 years later, I begged my parents, I wanted a Honda myself. So they got me a Honda Amigo. Now, that's a 4-stroke, and I really started to do some weird things with it. I even got the exhaust off because I thought it would go even faster. My dad really didn't like me getting the exhaust off it because, well, it sounded like my new Austin Racing on my Superduke R. Good thing we didn't have any neighbors back then because we were living somewhere close to a forest and things like that. But good times, modifying the crap out of it, even drilling holes in the exhaust to make it faster. But it's a 4-stroke, so exhaust don't really matter a lot. Fast forward 20 years later, here I am building the Superduro. Now, what got me inspired? A dirt bike is made for dirt. A road bike is made for the road. I don't get scared anymore on a Superduke R. I don't get scared anymore on the latest Yamaha R1. That thing is fast as hell. I can full throttle it, like most of you guys that ride road bikes. If you got a Superduke R, that's pretty gnarly. That thing is pretty fast. But after a couple weeks, maybe months, maximum a couple of months, you'll be like, it's fast, but the thrills are gone. The thrills are just gone. It's not gonna tinkle you somewhere down there. The tinkling gun will go away. And you can put a turbo on a Superduke R. Put a turbo on the Superduke R. Snap out of it. Nah, stop it. No turbos. You're just doing an off-road project. And when I'm taking my Husqvarna 350 out, I'm pretty much taking that thing flat out on most of the roads also, so. No more tinkly feeling there. But what if you put the Superduke R, one of the world's fastest naked bikes, and you put it off-road? Like, you could do a complete rebuild and make it even uglier than, let's say, a Superduke Adventure. They're not the most aesthetically beautiful bikes. No complaining about the Adventure series. They're good for what they're made for. But if you're looking at it from a side angle, it's not as cool as a Superduke R. You gotta admit it. So what I'm doing now, I want to keep the Superduke R looks, but make it as good as possible, sirens, off-road. And that's a process. It's not like you can just put some suspension on there and whatever you want. That's not gonna work. So it needs a lot of testing. And I've been testing it out for the last couple of weeks, and I gotta say, suspension is totally poop. Now, brakes are fine. Some people might say, it is totally not. You need some dirt tires, you need some big 20 and 20 inch tires and da-da-da. I'm not gonna make it look like a monstrosity. It's gotta look awesome. So there I was on YouTube looking for road motorcycles that were doing off-road. And there are a couple that I was like, dang, I want one of those too. I just need one of those. And the first video that I found was from the Stunt Freaks team. And they had this Suzuki GSXR 1000 making, I think it was like 160 horsepower at 11,000 RPMs. They had like this Kawa motocross suspension in the front and in the back and dirt tires on it. And I must say that video really gave me that tingly feeling I'm talking about. That's interesting. And I was scrolling through YouTube some more and I found another Suzuki GSXR 1000, and I've had a Suzuki GSXR 1000. That's cool, I can make pictures pop up here. Bing! And that's my 600. So I had a 600 for about 2 months and I was like, damn, this thing is slow. So sold it and went to it 1000. Bing! This is awesome. So I got a Suzuki GSXR 1000 and that thing was hella fast back then. Really loved it, really enjoyed it. And now, a couple years later, I found this video. Oh. And there I was, thinking about building a GSXR 1000 off-road. But at the moment I was owning a Honda Pan-European and a 2020 Superduke GT. First thing I thought was, I'm gonna put that Honda Pan-European on dirt. That's a 300 kilogram bike. That's not gonna end well. Well, I tried the Pan-European on dirt once, on road tires and a very slippery road, and let's just say it didn't end very well. That's what I mean, it didn't end very well. Bikes really just in a flip of a second, the bike went down, it threw me off, went flying for a couple of meters, motorcycle spun a couple of times, I stood up and I really laughed my ass off, because that's how funny it was. And thankfully, it's just a Honda Pan-European, so those things aren't that expensive as, for example, the 2020 GT Super Duke. That's a lot more expensive. Ding ding! I previously owned a 2015 Superduke R, and I know how mental that thing is on a road. And I was at my buddy's house, and he owned at the moment he owned 3 Superdukes, and he had one that's done some miles, and he said, I can make you a good deal on the Superduke R. Now I'm all about good deals, so we made a deal, we made an arrangement, we exchanged some money, and there we are. I was gonna do the Superduro. There we go. YouTube again. Looking for the Superduke Offroad. And I found Jiri Heineck's Superenduro. He's from Czech Republic and he did Edsberg Rodeo with it. That's pretty mental. So he wasn't happy with his 450 and he totally rebuilt a Superenduro. That, I gotta say, that build was just awesome. But it really looks like an enduro bicycle and I don't really want to do that. I want to keep the wheels, I want to keep it as good looking as the Superduke R itself, but make it pleasing for some dirt, and I want to throw some rocks in the back. And one of the issues I really got is if you're changing to a 20 and 21 inch tire, this is like maybe the widest you can get on your rear tire. Now if you keep the original wheels, you can put a 180 on it. And of course you can build a Superduke R totally perfect off-road and get a lot of tweaks in it. Well, mostly they're all super adventure parts that you just put on a Superduke R and that's about it. But then it's not as gnarly as I want it to be. So I want a very scary bike to ride, off-road, very gnarly, wide tire, where I can spit a lot of dirt and mud and of course giant rocks towards my buddies on their enduros. That's what I want. I want it to be scary, I want it to be freaky, I want it to give me goosebumps, and I've tried it, I've been riding it a couple of times now, and I gotta say, yep, it's doing just that. Only the suspension. Totally screwed with that, so totally gonna rebuild the suspension. But as far as that, I'm not gonna really change a lot. Besides handlebar and the grips that I did, some stickers, some optical things, that's all cool and stuff, but I don't want to change it too much. It's gotta stay the beast. It doesn't have to be some kind of super enduro. I can do some rock climbs on it and do really crazy stuff on it. No, fast, gnarly, evil beast. Noise, crazy, goosebumps. And I posted my first picture on social media, Instagram, Facebook, in some Superduke Carnage Facebook pages and things like that, and comments are pretty good. I expected a lot worse, but most people are saying like, that's rad, that's cool, that's awesome, that's fast, that's gonna be a lot of fun. However, there is like one man that really doesn't like what I'm doing. I'm not gonna say his name, I'm not gonna give him any credits, but he responded, and I'm gonna quote his message. His choice of forks be useless off-road. First whole pot, bottom out. Not even got the max. SDR swing arm. Modifying steering, get better. Full lock like dirt bike. Not the QE2 and bracket red list goes on. Smiley face. He also posted a bottle of Dettol disinfectant with it. Now, most of the time, those people don't really annoy me. Most of the time they're just jealous, they're hateful, they've got a bad life. Most of the times they don't got a wife that makes them good dinner, so they're kind of frustrated. Now, I found out he also made a super enduro.
No, 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 no.
It's not my fault you spent 50,000 Australian dollars into a bike that looks even uglier than a Super Adventure, and into a bike that looks like it got hit by a dump truck. And I told them not to get angry, it's all fun and games, have a nice weekend. And I thought it would end right there, but nope, it didn't. Whatever, boy, get another fix, you crackhead. Now, I've had a pretty good weekend myself, and I'm a pretty nice guy, but last time I checked, I'm not a crackhead. I may be an idiot. You can call me stupid, you can call me an idiot, I don't mind, but I don't do crack. But that's all for today's video. I really gotta bail. It's getting really hot up here. I gotta put my air conditioning on, and I gotta go to the store, get Austin Racing some beer, because I promised the guys at the office some beers. And I got some more horsepower stickers that need to go on the Superduro. I have found some wheel rim stickers I have to put on today. I gotta play with my kid. I got a lot of job to do. Anyway, again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button in the face. Ride safe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.